And now, live from Kingstown, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, upstairs the CNR building, at the newest bar, restaurant, and lounge, the Echelon Lounge and Bar. You are up late with Sion Marshall. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your host, Sion Marshall.
Very much and good night. And I guess tonight you're actually up very late with Sion Marshall because we are starting normally at the time would end. But we were sorting some stuff out and we are now here. Now I know a lot of you waited patiently for me and thank you so much. I've been getting the messages from Facebook. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? We're here. Thank you so much for waiting up. As was said, we are live from Echelon Ultra Lounge, and that's the correct name. Echelon Ultra Lounge in Kingstown, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Now, for those of you who have left St. Vincent for a long time, you know the C&R building? Yes, that building upstairs, it's fantastic. It has a wonderful ambience, and the people in charge allowed us to have this show here tonight, and so we're really, really, really extremely happy and pleased that they've allowed us to use their facility. So I want us to give them a round of applause. Round of applause for Echelon. All right. Now, throughout the night, you'll hear more about Echelon Lounge and how you can partake in what they have to offer. But for now, we want to get on with the show because, as I said, we started just a tad bit later than usual. All right. Tonight, we are focusing on the diaspora. We have a lot of Vincentians who are home for Carnival. That reminds me of a Kevin Little song. I'm coming home for Carnival. I think I sung better than Kevin Little too. But anyhow, that's a different story. So a lot of them are home for Carnival, home for the vacation, and we wanted to do a show that is dedicated to the diaspora, to Vincentians who are living abroad, whose heartstrings, whose heart and soul reside here, no matter where they live, and who contribute their everything and their all to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So we're dedicating tonight for them. Earlier today, there was a boat ride, Seascape, and quite a few of them went on that boat ride. And even my boy, Sky, must have vomited all thing, but I ain't going to say that on air. So you get bad feelings. But he's here. And, you know, and we hope that everything went well and they enjoyed the scenery down the Leeward side, which is my side, by the way, the Leeward Coast, which is the best part of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I hope they enjoy that. It's a good thing Greg's here no see. But anyhow, I know whether Greg's will be Leeward Coast or Windward Coast, because ain't no coast up in Greg's, right, Charles? Anyhow, that's a different side of the story. So let me welcome everybody again to the Echelon Lounge here. Just a few things. Tonight's program sponsored by, apart from our regular sponsors, we have Standard Shippers, Fessy. What Fessy be? Standard Caribbean? Standard Shippers, all right. Standard Shippers, and that's on Ditmas between an avenue and another avenue. Right? Y'all wouldn't know it there. Right. You see, people helping you out. Yeah, they know. The folk in the diaspora would know. And for those of you in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, they are located up so on the street, right up to the end. Right. I don't know the streets of Kingston, and I realized that today earlier when I was putting a video to show where things were going to happen, and I realized I don't know the streets of St. Vincent and the Grenadines of Kingstown. They are, however, Back Street, Middle Street, and Bay Street. How song? All right. Okay. So Standard Shippers, they're partnering for the show here tonight. Now, let me give some plugs and inform you about some things that are happening in New York this month, next month. Now, of course, you know of the barbecue for Friends of Sign Hill. That's this Saturday, all right, at a Friends of Crown Heights location. You'll see the ad, and they'll remind you of that. Also, next month on the, let's do this, the 25th of August, it's Club St. Vincent Cultural Expo. I say Expo. Cultural Expo. Now, that is something I've been intimately involved with for how many years? 1 or 3? Yeah, I was the MC for that expo 3 years running. But they find me this year. That's all right. They can't afford me, actually. I'm just a big shot right now, so they can't afford me. Check that out. It's at Franks of Crown Heights, and you're going to have Said Bowman on pan. One of the showstoppers for that show. I've been there for a couple of years, and I can tell you, whenever Scorcher comes on, that's the showstopper. That's when everybody jump on their feet and so forth, and the show just ends with a bang. So Scorcher, the guy from the dancers, comedian Jamal, Gloria Williams, and she was on our show. She's going to be there as well. So there's going to be a lot of stuff happening. The usual, lots of products from St. Vincent and the Grenadines that you can, well, it's an exhibition, but you can also buy them. So support that exhibition on the 25th of August. All right? Searchlight newspaper. In the Searchlight newspaper this week, let's do this as well. Hold on 1 second. Right. High Court rules that the former opposition leader slandered his former secretary. Lots of farmers here. All right. Fireman gets rid of opposition by singing Amen with the sign of the cross, by the way. Church leaders respond to the use of religious symbols in Carnival, like praying when Carnival begins. Anyway, that's not my funky business. Lockhart family makes history in King and Queen of the Bands competition. Funky business does it for Pimba twice over. Congratulations to Pimba, by the way. He won Road March and Raga Soca. Of course, Fireman, my boy, won the Soca Monarch. That's 10. Just 10, like 2 hands. Leeward, not Leeward, I say. Police report a relatively quiet carnival season. Former parliamentarian dies at 80. I believe that's former Minister Yvonne Francis Gibson. She died. Condolences to her family. Former General Secretary of the Football Federation distances himself from World Cup ticket sales. That's what. So, check out the Searchlight newspaper. They're online at searchlight.vc. Journalism you can trust on newsstands everywhere. So check it out tomorrow. All right? Good. So we're about to get into our show. We have a really nice lineup, and we're going to get things going. When we come back, we're going to have a chat with... Hello? I don't share it already. I don't share it, but oh yes, everybody. I'm going to give you all 3 seconds to share it, because you need to call everybody and tell them Uplate is on. Some of them might have been dozing off and so on, so call them. Don't send them WhatsApp. Call them, ring the phone, make sure they wake up, tell them Uplate is on. Share it. Don't stop sharing it until you're fed up, and you're going to get fed up. All right? When we come back, we have a chat with former Deputy Consul General and Cultural Ambassador here in St. Vincent and Grenadines, lives in Diaspora. His name is Cyril Thomas, but you know him as the Scorcher. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we chat with the Scorcher.
It's the Friends of Sign Hill 5th Annual Fundraising Barbecue, Saturday, July 14th from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Friends of Crown Heights, 1435 Prospect Place, between Utica and Rochester Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. On the menu, chicken, fish, and pork. Music by DI Entertainment. Donation $20. For more information, call 917-560-0432, 347-262-8014, or 646-248-3995.
Every day in your community, a child goes to school without breakfast. They're smart and they try hard, but it's not easy for them to learn when they're hungry. Right now, these children need help. You can help. Through the Start Bright Breakfast Initiative, you can help to brighten a child's future. 1. Recycle empty plastic beverage bottles by giving them to participating schools. 2. Drink Tusty water. Proceeds from every bottle purchased are used to sustain the school breakfast. And 3. Contribute $1 by texting 123 to 5446 from your Digicel phone. All supporters are eligible for ongoing prizes. No matter how you participate, you will help to brighten a child's future. Don't let our boys and girls start their school days on empty stomachs. Get involved today. Thanks for supporting Start Bright, a Tusty Water Breakfast Initiative. To support specific schools, visit tusty.com for more info.
Searchlight Online. Now stronger and better, and with more options for everyone. Download the free app and access the e-paper and breaking news. Check out our e-papers read aloud and translation features. Read our e-paper in different formats, even when you are offline. Access our online archive as far back as 2005. Only interested in viewing ads? Go directly to our print ad marketplace. Subscribers get exclusive access to a full-color midweek e-paper edition, in addition to the weekend edition. Affordable monthly, quarterly, biannual, and annual e-subscription plans. Book, submit, and pay for advertisements online. Go to www.searchlight.vc for more details. Searchlight, journalism you can trust. Now stronger, better, and with more options for everyone.
And welcome back to this special Diaspora edition of Up Late with Sion Marshall, coming live from Echelon Ultra Lounge, upstairs the CNR building in Kingstown, St. Vincent. Let me just ask my audience to give a round of applause to our guitarist, one-man band, Christian Mark. Yeah. And I'm not trying to brag or anything, but I taught him everything he knows. It's true. All right, so as mentioned earlier, we have with us tonight someone who's very familiar in St. Vincent and Grenadines, because we know all of his music, all of his songs. But what we may not have known is that he served in the diplomatic services of St. Vincent and Grenadines in New York as the Deputy Consul General to New York. And he was also appointed a Cultural Ambassador by the government here in St. Vincent and Grenadines. And I'm talking of no other than the brother, my friend, Cultural Ambassador Cyril Scorcher Thomas. Scorcher, good night.
Good night. I like the ring of that. Cultural Ambassador.
That's a nice ring to it, right? All right. Well, first of all, you're home for Carnival. How was the 41st edition of our Carnival?
I think it was fantastic. I had fun. The steel bands, from start to finish, they were riveting. The soca, raga soca, I thought it was great. Their appearance, their professionalism, everything. The groovy soca, again, they took it to another level where they tried to play like arcades and things like that. So I was impressed.
Okay.
And I'm glad I came.
Do you think you could step into competition and come and rub some shoulders with some of these young guns?
With maybe with the raga soca, but the groovy soca can be kind of rough for the kid.
The power soca, the soca.
Yeah, the power soca.
Yeah.
No, you gotta have plenty energy for that.
and at this point in time, your energy levels. So maybe the groovy.
The groovy.
The groovy is the raga soca.
That's the raga. That maybe that.
Yeah, not the power.
But there's a time you're supposed to step aside.
Okay.
And let the young people do their thing.
Strange enough that you say that, because that's a discussion that they've been having here in recent times. It's not one that I subscribe to necessarily in the context that they're having it, but I understand exactly what you're saying. How in your view, those culture has calypso music, soca music evolved from your time of churning out tunes with the voice that you have to now?
Well, to me, we had to choose topics that would grab the public's attention, you know. Right now, I think it's more of jump, and wave. And the musical part of it, the young people don't really care too much about stories and all this kind of thing. They just want to shake their body and that's it. But I think at some point, they should focus on these things, because that's the essence of calypso. Calypso started with sending messages, subtle messages, under the nose of the master.
Right.
And he would have to take time to decipher what that message was.
Right.
So we shouldn't stray too far from that, even though we are being innovative.
Mm. How subtle do you think the message of Mind Your Funky Business was? Do you think that was a subtle message?
I think it's a good song. I like it. I like it, but I'm not the one to ask the question, because I find it questionable myself. You see what I'm saying? But I like it. I think it's nice.
All right. But let's talk about your own involvement in the diaspora, in New York specifically. You migrated many years ago.
Many.
And you basically set up shop in New York. Later on, you then came to be offering services to Vincentians living in New York. First question to you regarding that would be, how would you compare that time, or how would you compare that particular job of the consulate to other jobs that you've done? Because I know you did some military work and so forth. How would you compare that job in the consulate to other posts that you held?
To me, when you're in the diaspora, you're like home away from home.
Right.
You see? And not all of us flow smoothly from one society to the other.
Mm-hmm.
So some people would need some guidance, some help, and instructions along the way. And that is where I think the consulate comes in.
Right.
To help those people who might need some help in the foreign land.
As a policy of the government, because that was basically your job, to implement the policies of the government as it regards to the diaspora. Do you think that, or are you happy with the direction that policy is going? Because the government, they did the consulate, they opened it up, they separated it, they started offering different services and so forth. Are you happy with where things are now, or do you think that there's more that could be done?
It's easy to say more can be done, but the staff that they have there is very limited,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot is asked of the Consul General.
Right.
I don't even think he has a deputy right now, and I see him all over the place, So I think it's very important. I think they need somebody to call. Sometimes people call for different reasons that the government can't handle, but they need somebody to speak to.
Okay.
So I would not say that the government should do more, because it's very difficult and it's very expensive.
Right.
But I think it's important to have that office in place to help people in the time of need.
In terms of the coordination and outreach of some of the organizations, or at least the organizations, because that also is a part of your role, to do outreach to some of the groups and so on. How receptive would you say they are to the involvement of the consulate? And do you think that there is a good working relationship between the consulate and those organizations and groups in New York?
I think the relationship is fantastic, and they have great support from COSAGO, Club St. Vincent.
Now by COSAGO, for those people from St. Vincent who are watching, I may not know, that's the Council of St. Vincent and Grenadines organizations, which is like an umbrella organization, if you could describe it like that. Right.
Yeah, and they work closely. In fact, every disaster, they are out front.
Right.
And the Consul General is right there in collecting and raising funds and so on. So I think there's a close relationship between the consulate and COSAGO.
Okay. All right. Now we take a break just now, and when we come back, we'll invite to the panel somebody from one of those groups. But one of the things that you just talked about, which is important, is disaster response. Over the last couple of years, we've had a number of disasters hitting St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I was not fortunate or unfortunate, whichever it is, because it's unfortunate when it happens. But I was never fortunate to be in New York to see the response. But what has your experience been when Vincentians in New York are asked or are called for duty in times of disasters?
Well, I can tell you, excuse me, it's like automatic. They just come out of the woodwork. They bring every little thing they can, and they give their support. Some of the ladies, I see they lift up stuff like men. You know what I'm saying? Wait a minute, where to get all that strength from? But they congregate at Friends of Crown Heights,
yeah,
and just work, fill those barrels and things to get things out. Like if their life depends on it.
Right.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Very, very, very commendable.
All right. Now, we're going to a break just now, but this is something I wanted to say. Very often we take the goodness of the diaspora for granted. Things happen, and we just think it's automatic because it happens that way. But it shouldn't be taken for granted, because having lived there, I experienced their generosity and their selflessness whenever called upon. And I was saying earlier to one of my guests here that barrels come to St. Vincent all the time, containers come to St. Vincent all the time. I am yet to think of a time where a container was sent from St. Vincent to the diaspora. The point is not whether we can afford or not. The point is that as simple as you think it is, it ought not to be taken for granted. When we come back, we continue to chat with Scorcher, but also we chat with Llewelyn, who's also a member of the Diaspora Committee in New York. We'll be right back.
It's the Friends of Sign Hill 5th Annual Fundraising Barbecue, Saturday, July 14th from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Friends of Crown Heights, 1435 Prospect Place, between Utica and Rochester Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. On the menu, chicken, fish, and pork. Music by DI Entertainment. Donation $20. For more information, call 917-560-0432, 347-262-8014, or 646-248-3995.
Every day in your community, a child goes to school without breakfast. They're smart and they try hard, but it's not easy for them to learn when they're hungry. Right now, these children need help. You can help. Through the Start Bright Breakfast Initiative, you can help to brighten a child's future. 1. Recycle empty plastic beverage bottles by giving them to participating schools. 2. Drink Tusty water. Proceeds from every bottle purchased are used to sustain the school breakfast. And 3. Contribute $1 by texting 123 to 5446 from your Digicel phone. All supporters are eligible for ongoing prizes. No matter how you participate, you will help to brighten a child's future. Don't let our boys and girls start their school days on empty stomachs. Get involved today. Thanks for supporting Start Bright, a Tusty Water Breakfast Initiative. To support specific schools, visit tusty.com for more info.
Searchlight Online, now stronger and better, and with more options for everyone. Download the free app and access the e-paper and breaking news. Check out our e-papers read aloud and translation features. Read our e-paper in different formats, even when you are offline. Access our online archive as far back as 2005. Only interested in viewing ads? Go directly to our print ad marketplace. Subscribers get exclusive access to a full-color midweek e-paper edition, in addition to the weekend edition. Affordable monthly, quarterly, biannual, and annual e-subscription plans. Book, submit, and pay for advertisements online. Go to www.searchlight.vc for more details. Searchlight, journalism you can trust, now stronger, better, and with more options for everyone.